This Syrian mother and her son Mohammed are trying to keep warm. They saw off pieces of a tree branch in the middle of their living room to use on a small wooden stove. It's the only way to keep warm in this rebel-held northern area of Eastern Ghouta, northeast of Damascus. Mohammed's mother says heating has become a necessity no one can afford.
How can I describe to you the pain and suffering, not only mine but of all the resilient people here? We cannot even find logs for fire. People even search for wood in the garbage.
Douma has been under siege by government forces for nearly 3 years, and a recent snowstorm has cut off the roads leading to and from towns in Eastern Ghouta. People who didn't stock up on food last summer don't have access to groceries, many of which are either closed or without supplies. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights says 800,000 people are suffering from the freezing temperatures and running out of food.
If I didn't have heavy clothing from last year, I wouldn't be able to find any. We cannot afford to buy food, so buying clothing is not an option.
The snowstorm has forced a temporary ceasefire in some areas, but government forces haven't remained idle.
We used the snowstorm to enter the rebel areas, where we planted explosives and set up ambushes.
More than half the homes in Eastern Ghouta are damaged, but at least Mohammed and his family have a roof over their heads. Hundreds of thousands are struggling to survive in refugee camps, with only canvas tents over muddy floors protecting them from the cold. Chaderjian, Al Jazeera.